Oh, it's for everybody. You're never not in a good enough shape. You have to remember that everybody started on day one. I'm Tyler Brandstuhl. I'm just started nursing school, so I was in the military for just under 10 years. Traveled around quite a bit, and just moved back into Columbus for a career change. My collateral duty was medicine when I was in uniform, so it was an easy, thoughtless transition into the civilian world to go to nursing school. So I just started that, and I have a job at Ohio Health, just as a nursing aide and a tech. It was probably 5 years ago. I was transferring. I was in uniform. I was transferring to Miami, Florida. I was invited to try out for a specialized team. It was a dream job of mine. Of course, I accepted the invitation, and that was just the first step. I was invited down to go through an indoctrination program, a selection assessment to see if I had what it takes to be a member of one of these teams. And it was a 6-week green team followed by 2 month of intense specialized training, special training. And it was during my first week of Indoc. It was called Green Team. There was 56 of us that were down there trying out for the job. And it was a challenge, physically challenging to go through this training. I was tired. I was hungry. I was in the seagoing service, so I was constantly wet during this training. And my boat crew had not followed directions, and we incurred the wrath of some of our instructors. So we had to go through remedial training. And it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We were whipped out of bed after we had just been put there maybe 30 minutes prior. And they got us in uniform in full kit, and we had to go do Fran in the middle of the night. Really tired, and we were out there. It was my first CrossFit workout ever. I think it took me just under 15 minutes to do it. Totally smoked, and Fran's a pretty quick one. I was exposed pretty quickly that maybe I wasn't in nearly as good a shape as I had originally thought. So even though we were in really uncomfortable conditions, I remember that was a very memorable moment for me. It was very fun, and I said, if I make it through this, I'm going to research this a little more, and the rest is kind of history. I fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since, so 5 years now. A challenge. Yeah, it's a challenge. I'm not as competitive as I used to be. So this is something where I can come in. I don't have to worry about how I'm doing compared to anybody else. I can come in. It's therapeutic. I can really work on myself. It's meditative. I can focus only on me. And my biggest competition is who I was yesterday. Oh, it's for everybody. You're never not in a good enough shape. You have to remember that everybody started on day one. And you have to realize that there's something very powerful in you, and you need to find that. And this is a great opportunity for you to do it. You're not going to be judged. It's such a wonderful opportunity for you to come in here and learn things about yourself. So if somebody's intimidated or if they're really on the fence, if this is something they want to do, I highly encourage them to come and just try it. Surprise yourself. It's acting unafraid is just as good as being unafraid. So come in here and even if you're scared, just be brave and good things are going to happen. It's absolutely the community. When I moved back, I had been gone for a long time. I've been away from home for just about a decade. A lot of my old friends have moved away. A lot of the people that I went to college with have moved away. So I came back with my family and I didn't really know anybody else. And the first weekend after my first week here, there was a cookout that Saturday night and I went. That was my first weekend back and I came and I met so many great, interesting, fun people that it was home for me immediately.